In Cork, Ireland, sometime around 1789, a child named Margaret Ann Bulkley was born into a world that offered women few choices. Ambitious, intelligent, and fiercely determined, Margaret dreamed of becoming a doctor, a dream that society deemed impossible for a woman. Yet, she refused to accept that limitation. What began as defiance soon became one of history's most astonishing transformations. In her early 20s, guided by her mother and a circle of supportive friends that included the famous Venezuelan revolutionary Francisco de Miranda, Margaret made a daring decision. She cut her hair short, adopted men's clothing, and took a new name, James Barry. From that moment on, she buried her old identity and began life anew, not as a woman pretending to be a man, but as a man in every public sense. Barry enrolled at the University of Edinburgh in 1809, one of the most prestigious medical schools in the world. Students and professors alike saw only a short, sharp-tongued young man with a fiery temper and brilliant intellect. No one suspected the truth. By 1812, James Barry graduated with a medical degree, making him one of the youngest qualified doctors in Britain at the time. Shortly after, Barry joined the British Army as a surgeon. It was there that the legend of Dr. Barry began to grow. Over the next 46 years, he served across the British Empire from India and the Caribbean to South Africa and Malta, earning a reputation for his extraordinary skill, relentless discipline, and compassion for the poor and sick. In Cape Town, Barry performed a groundbreaking cesarean section, one of the first recorded cases in which both mother and baby survived. He improved sanitation, fought against the neglect of prisoners and lepers, and often clashed with superiors for their disregard of human life. Those who worked with him described him as demanding, proud, and sometimes difficult, but undeniably brilliant. Barry rose through the ranks, eventually becoming Inspector General of Hospitals, the highest medical office in the British Army. It was a role that gave him the power to reform military healthcare across continents. For decades, he lived and worked among men, his secret known to none. When Dr. James Barry died in 1865, the truth was finally uncovered. As the nurse prepared his body for burial, she discovered what no one had known. The celebrated army surgeon was a woman. The revelation sent shockwaves through the British establishment. Officials tried to suppress the story, ordering her death certificate to read only James Barry Male. But the truth could not be buried. Margaret Ann Bulkley, known to the world as Doctor, James Barry had achieved what no woman of her time could. She had lived her entire adult life as a man, not out of deceit, but out of necessity to fulfill her calling and change the world of medicine. Today, her story stands as a symbol of courage, intellect, sacrifice, a reminder of how far one person will go to break the chains of their era. Behind the uniform and the title, Doctor, James Barry was not just a doctor. She was a revolutionary who healed the sick, challenged injustice, and quietly made history.